What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode on EI Entertainment Studios. Back at it with another debate episode. How is everybody doing today? I am excited to start this video, and today's debate episode is going to be based on Godzilla 2017, or known as Godzilla Earth, against Earth Biollante. So without further ado, let's begin with this episode. But if this is your first time watching a debate episode on this channel, what we do is we're making these fantasy kaijus and we're putting them up into fighting them through a debate way of seeing their abilities, saying their characteristics, their background, and putting them into scenarios at the end of a fighting scenario and seeing who would come out on top. And that's exactly what we're gonna do today. Now, we're gonna start off with Earth Biollante. We'll go over Godzilla 2017, and then we will do all of the scenarios. And please, I am so sorry. I want to apologize further before we don't get too much in the video. I am a little bit sick, as you all know. Well, I mean, you know now. I just said it, but yeah, I have like a small flu, so my voice might not be as good. But you know, I have to make this video. Can't fall behind schedule. So let's begin with the backstory of Earth Biollante. So Earth Biollante, as we know, came to existence in the time era of the takeover of Godzilla Earth. Earth has always been known to balance itself and put it in order whenever falls out of hand. Godzilla Earth has become too strong, too big, and too destructive. Taking too much energy and nutrients from the Earth to function properly, the Earth has created a new force to balance its nutrients, a Servum and Godzilla hybrid known as Earth Biollante. But Earth Biollante is a queen. But this queen does not want to have a king, so there will be problems. As we all know, Godzilla is king of the monsters, Biollante is a queen herself, but this queen does not want to have a king over her head, so there's going to be some issues. So this is what I came up with for the backstory for Earth Biollante. Now, regularly, as we know, Biollante is much bigger than Godzilla anyways. So Godzilla Earth standing around 300 meters, Earth Biollante is standing at 625 meters. She is a big girl. Massive. Now, this is what we're gonna do. Abilities, I'm gonna quickly go over all of the abilities, right? Like, I'm gonna skim through them and go over every other characteristic of Earth Biollante. And then we'll come back to Earth Biollante's abilities, and we will one by one do a deep analysis of all their abilities. I'll explain each and every one of them. That's fair enough, alright? Okay, so abilities. Lack of skeletal frame, biohazard, green toxin, Wrath of the Queen, DNA share, Servum wings, and negative bites. Now, some of these characteristics you might actually see very similar to Godzilla Earth. As we all know, she is actually a hybrid of Godzilla Earth. She has the same DNA. Okay, aggression levels of Earth Biollante are high, territorial, yes, and the biome is strictly to Earth, nowhere else. As we all know, Earth Biollante has been created to put balance on the Earth, so she will be very aggressive on behalf of the Earth. Okay, so that pretty much sums up Earth Biollante. Let's go back to her abilities and let's do a deep analysis on those. So starting off with the lack of skeletal frame, I have a tongue twister right there. That is actually a shared ability with Godzilla Earth, because Godzilla Earth actually also has a lack of skeletal frame. So does Biollante, meaning these two monsters can fight with more ability, more flexibility, because having a lack of skeletal frame is actually going to help you maneuver much better. But it's not a really like a crazy ability, that's why I put it first. Next we have Biohazard. Now, as we all know, Earth Biollante is a very hazardous monster, and Earth Biollante has the ability to excrete fluids out of her body that are hazardous biological hazards known to man. All of the biological hazards that exist today, she can discrete them at her opponents. And it is harmful. And the way she is designed, right, and this is specifically towards Godzilla Earth, the way she is designed is to destroy Godzilla Earth because Earth doesn't obviously want him anymore. And all these toxins are going to be deadly towards Godzilla Earth that will be discreted from Earth Biollante. Okay, continuing with the green toxin. Now, if you noticed in the thumbnail, you notice that Earth Biollante has a little bit of green textures to her body. Now, the green toxin is a specific toxin that she can let out, and it can blind the opponent for a good 5 minutes. It blinds any opponent, and it is a green toxin. It sprays right straight into the eyes. It's pretty good ability for her, pretty bad ability for the opponent. Now we have Wrath of the Queen. This is very, very interesting. This also falls into, this is actually split into two abilities. Wrath of the Queen and the Whole Earth Heart. What this means is, well, let me show Biollante through the game. It's the same concept as we know. Biollante has a heart in the middle of her stomach. That red pump right there you see? Well, that's actually her heart. And if you've seen the original Godzilla vs. Biollante film, that's how Godzilla injures Biollante very, very quickly, is by shooting at the heart. It's a very big weak point. Well, this time, this was thought out. I thought this out when I was putting the abilities especially. And this is an Earth Biollante, so the... Okay, no, I'm gonna explain this part first so you guys get it, and then I'll skip to that. But, so, that ball, which is called Wrath of the Queen because it is her, you know, her heart, she can actually let it come out of her stomach and roll and hit her opponents. And once it hits her opponent, it's gonna burst into flames. But what that flames does, it has a green toxin, it's a green fire instead of like a red fire. And it actually, what it does is it makes the opponents like not be able to move. It paralyzes the opponent for a very short amount of time. But that short amount of time, let's say for 3 minutes, is more than enough for Earth Biollante to take an opponent down. So it paralyzes the opponent. So again, let's explain this one more time because there's a lot of information right there. The known as the heart, the ball can actually fall out of place, roll and hit the opponent, burst into flames, green flames, and it will actually paralyze the opponent, and then another one will form again. Now, originally Godzilla is going to actually target this part because it is known as a more vulnerable part of Earth Biollante. So the Earth actually, all of Earth is the real heart of Biollante, as Biollante is an origin of the Earth, a complete origin of the Earth. So Godzilla Earth would have to destroy the Earth in order to kill Earth Biollante. That small ball right there is a decoy heart, so Godzilla Earth can keep on shooting atomic breath at that heart, and nothing is going to happen because it's a fake heart. The real heart of Earth Biollante is the actual Earth. Dun dun dun. Wow, we have 3 more abilities to go. The third one is a more simpler one. It is called DNA Share. And this is a great ability because it's not a specific ability as in she can attack Godzilla Earth, but it's an ability that gives an advantage for her to Godzilla Earth because Godzilla Earth has the same DNA as Earth Biollante, or at least 50% of the DNA. And having the same DNA, the body will know how to attack and how to defend itself, having the same, pretty much the characteristics of Godzilla Earth, having the same DNA in there. Now moving on, she does also have a little bit of DNA from Servum, so she can actually grow wings and fly. This is a big one to take in. Yes, for the first time, Earth Biollante can fly. She has the Servum DNA that has evolved into giving her wings whenever she wants to, so she can fly around. In a very quick way too, knowing how big she is. Weighs probably, I don't know, 100,000 tons or something? Interesting. And last but not least, this is a very disturbing one, if you can imagine this one, and this is called a negative bite. Well, a negative bite is kind of gearing towards what I said on the first ability, which is the lack of skeletal frame. if she is facing backwards to Godzilla Earth, she has no skeletal frame. She can turn all the way around and bite, so she can do a negative turn, like a... Well, when I'm saying negative, I mean as in like something out of normal. So she can turn oppositely and open her mouth and bite. Or she can open her mouth negatively, like all around her face and bite. So she has pretty much no jaw, what I'm trying to say is. It's pretty terrible for Godzilla, for any other opponent. This is a scary monster. They should make this an EI Studio special, Earth Biollante. That'll be pretty cool. Okay, well that sums up Godzilla Earth. Excuse me, Earth Biollante. That sums her up. Now, and I'm so close on having to cough, I'm sick, I'm trying to hold myself. I kind of lowered my voice here, but let's move on to Godzilla Earth, because, well, that's the next monster. And we'll go ahead and use Type 3 Kiryu. Okay, so starting off with Godzilla Earth, he is the biggest Godzilla to date. I think now since, I keep on forgetting this, I'm so sorry, but after Planet Eater, he was 300 meters, and now I think he's 312 meters. Something around that range. But he's big. He's very big, but not as big as Earth Biollante. Definitely not. He is the biggest and strongest Godzilla from Toho to this date. He is in an anime series that is pretty much done. It finished at the Planet Eater, and it was a trilogy on Netflix. So it's not that good, but it's pretty cool. The ending, however, is amazing. I really love the... Okay, look, all of them aren't that good, but the last one is not that bad. Planet Eater is not that bad, especially how... well, spoiler alert. Again, I'm not going to say it, because I'm sure someone hasn't seen it here. But it has to do with the main character, and it's a deep way of ending the film, which is very, very nice. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this debate, so shut up, Eric, and let's continue. So, he has an ability called Charged Particle Breath, which is just like an atomic breath, but it's stronger than. It's like a more charged up atomic breath. It's called a Charged Particle Breath. Now, following with that ideology, he also has something called a Red Spiral Particle Breath, which is just like Burning Godzilla, or known as Godzilla 1995's atomic breath, the red one, but much, much stronger, obviously. Much, much stronger than that. Alright, moving on. He does have an electromagnetic pulse, which is a longer way of saying EMP. And it shuts down anything electronic. For example, it would shut down Kiryu right here. It would shut down a plane, a car, etc. He does have an electromagnetic shield, an EMP shield, so he can shield himself. Another great one is he has an instant tissue regeneration. Instantly. As long as his heart is beating, as long as he's standing up, he's doing something, his tissue will reform. And he does have metallic tissue fibers, which is pretty much say like his skin has metallic tissue fibers, so it's very, very hard to penetrate through his skin. And he does have an oscillatory wave, which is like a sonic boom from a plane. He does that in, I think, in the first film when the ship is flying, and he gives a sonic boom and the ship falls. That's from the Planet Eater. And last but not least, he does have Rage Mode, or known as Scarlet Godzilla. The best way I can explain this to you guys is if you've played from PS2, Godzilla Save the Earth or Godzilla Unleashed. When you collect enough crystals, you can go into something called, the commentary goes like, Rage Mode. That's pretty much it. And this is from the nano metal, and he becomes like unstoppable, pretty much. We're gonna see how unstoppable he gets though in this debate. Okay, well, that sums up Godzilla Earth, and that sums up Earth Biollante as well. Let's begin with this real debate, the scenario. So we're gonna go best out of two. Sometimes you go to overtime if it's tied. I'm not gonna explain overtime yet because I don't want to waste time. If we get there, I'll explain it. But So we're going to start off with the first round will be a far-range battle. These two kaijus will not be able to get close to each other, and they're going to be 700 meters apart, and they're going to be shooting at each other abilities, and we're going to see who would win from a far-range perspective. And then what we'll do after that, we'll go to a close-range perspective, and we will fight them in close range, a more practical fight actually. So without further ado, let's begin with this debate episode once again. So let's kind of let's rate Earth Biollante. What can or cannot she do from a far-range perspective, right? So lack of skeletal frame is nothing that's restricted from how far or close she is to her opponent. So yes, she can use that. Biohazard, all of these shooting stuff or shooting abilities are specifically designed to go far distances. So Biohazard is definitely one that she can and will be able to use. Green Toxin, yes, this is the one that it's the one that blinds the opponent. In Wrath of the Queen, this one, no. Her heart is not going to go 700 meters. No, that's not going to happen. Or her, let's say, her fake heart is not going to go 700 meters. DNA share, sure. Servum wings, she can fly around, but she's not going to get too close to him. And negative bite, no. Okay, and then Godzilla Earth can pretty much, all he could do is just shoot his atomic breath and go rage mode and shoot more atomic breath at Earth Biollante. So let's start off. So 700 meters apart, these two kaijus have met each other and are preparing, and Godzilla Earth shoots an atomic breath where we all know Earth Biollante is thought to be weak point, not really weak point. The fake heart, nothing happens. Earth Biollante laughs, ha 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 ha, you done messed up. What will Earth Biollante do? She will use the biohazard with all the toxins, and these are specifically engineered to her Earth Biollante. She was designed to bring balance to the Earth, which will definitely wear down Earth Godzilla. She can also use a green toxin to blind him, and she can keep on doing the biohazard and green toxin. She can't, and she can fly, but no need to. So she can't do the DNA share, yeah, but she can't use negative bite, Servum wings. Oh, she can, but yeah, she can use negative bite. She can't use Wrath of the Queen, which is a bit best one right there. But she can definitely use the biohazard and the green toxin. And I think with Godzilla Earth blinding him and giving him all his abilities, it's not gonna kill him. I don't think so. It's not enough to kill Earth Godzilla or Godzilla Earth, but it's definitely enough. I think it's definitely enough to take him down, at least, and get a KO on him. And therefore, I think that I'm gonna go with a 1-0 at the moment for far range in favor of Earth Biollante, and plus having a height advantage. If you guys have ever played Call of Duty, what is it called, Blackout, is of high advantage over your opponents. Whatever you're firing at them, you always have a better aim and a better fire rate, knowing that gravity does pull down, and having a going down far ranger, it's definitely a big opportunity. So Earth Biollante does have that high range ability. Okay, so it's not too much to say with these two characters from far range. We're waiting for close range though. That's going to be a very interesting one. So far 1-0 in favor of Earth Biollante. Let's go to close range. Dun 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 dun. Face to face. Now Godzilla is strong. Godzilla Earth is very strong, and he is going to be punching Earth Biollante. But let's take into consideration, Earth Biollante is nearly double the size of Godzilla Earth, standing at 625 meters. Insane. So I don't think there's much he can do. And having 625 meters, what can Earth Biollante do? It's very easy for her. She can get her tentacles, hold Godzilla Earth down just enough time until Godzilla blows her fingers off, but she can hold her down, or she can hold him down, biohazard, wear him down, green toxin, blind him, and send out the wrath of the queen. The heart blasted onto Godzilla Earth, paralyze him, get that negative bite in, and bite that head off. There is no tissue regeneration when that head is gone and that heart is done beating. She is just way too big, having Godzilla Earth's more ferocious DNA in her is definitely gonna give her the win for this one. So I'm gonna have to go with 2-0 in favor of Earth Biollante. But wait, there's more. This is just my opinion. I'm sure there's some people who have a different opinion. I will leave Earth Biollante's abilities in the description below. You guys probably know all of Godzilla Earth's abilities, so I'm not going to leave that in the comment section below. I mean in the description below, but you guys can go and make your own debate in the comment section below and tell me what do you guys think, who would win, why you guys think would win, who would have won, or maybe you agree with me but you agree in a different way. I want to hear from you guys. Most importantly, a lot of these debate videos are requests from you guys, so leave your requests. I'm open to requests, guys, and you know, I'm really thankful, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I've had a blast watching this. I'm gonna go and take some medicine because I still have the cold. Thankfully, I was able to hold my cough this whole video, but I'm gonna go cough a lot after this video. Thank you so much for watching this. It's been a pleasure. Have a great day, guys. Be safe. If you guys enjoyed this video, it would mean so much if you guys would subscribe, like, comment, and share with family and friends. Thank you guys, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.